Hello, friends. Welcome to Up, Up, Down, Down, Left, Right. Amen. I am Adam Glass, and as always, we are playing through retro Christian video games. Some more retro than others. After a couple weeks, I think it's been a couple weeks, we were playing. I actually don't remember what I played last week, but we've been on a stint for the last little bit. I feel of playing Wisdom Tree games for the regular Nintendo. This week we are getting into Windows gaming of the early 2000s with The Tomb of Moses. This was released on CD-ROM in 2007 for the English language release, 2005 for the original release in German. It's put out by the German Bible Society, who normally just translate and distribute Bibles, but they decided to make a couple of video games. This, and in 2002, they made something called The Secret Acts of Jesus. I can't find a lot of information about that. It doesn't appear to have an English language release, but there are some references in German. I don't speak German. Hopefully that's not a problem for this game. The actual programming was done by a company called Fries Historiker Bureau, which, as I said, I don't speak German, but all of those are cognates. So I'm pretty sure that's the Free History Bureau. It appears to have published a number of small-time historical edutainment games, including The Secret Acts of Jesus, and including some sort of local historical information for towns in Germany. Probably, I'd say a children's museum might use that sort of thing. I don't know. Originally, if you finished The Tomb of Moses, you could make an account on the game's official website and get listed on the online leaderboard. The website calls this a high score list, but there's no scoring function that I can see in my limited play so far. And the list, still accessible through the Internet Archive's Wayback Machine, doesn't list scores, just names. So congrats to Peter Winkler of Oberglatt, Germany, for being number one. What few people I can find talking about this game online lament that also locked behind that account creation process is a 70-page booklet with helpful references, ideas for lessons, and worksheets for each level. That's according to the copy on the back of the box, at least. If you made an account, you could download that. You can't make an account, so you can't download that. As soon as I can tell, this booklet has never made it online. The others I found talking about this can't find it either. Now, these folks seem to be adventure game enthusiasts, puzzle game enthusiasts. Adventure puzzle games are not games I'm good at. I can enjoy them, but I'm usually bad at them. As such, I wanted to find the booklet. If I couldn't find the booklet, I wasn't going to play the game because I don't want to get stuck and not be able to find the solution anywhere. That's not going to make for good television. So, for act number 1, I solved a puzzle that the adventure gaming community has not been able to solve. I have the booklet. You want to know how I got the booklet? Never would have occurred to the other people, apparently. I emailed the German Bible Society. They responded within 24 hours with the PDF. They also mentioned that probably I wouldn't be able to get the game to run on a modern computer because it was built for Windows 98 SC. And while I appreciate that warning, German Bible Society person, we're going to try anyway. Now, the booklet does, the material promises a 70-page booklet, and in fact, this booklet that they sent me is only 60 pages. There's apparently supposed to be some sort of teaching worksheets you can give to your students who are using the game as a means of learning. Those worksheets are referenced in this material, but are not actually contained within it. As that suggests, and the fact that this is called the Didactic Companion Guide, this game is meant to be a teaching tool. The booklet is written by video game enthusiast priest Jorg Jeske, born 1968, vicar working with confirmation candidates in the parish of Flensburg. Before that, teacher for religious education in Thuringen. In 2004, he published the Guide to Christian Game Software at the North Albion Bible Center in Schleswig. This offers an overview and evaluation of the latest This offers an overview and evaluation of the latest products on the market from a religious education perspective. Also written by Bertram Salzmann, born 1967, who is lecturer for electronic publications at the German Bible Society in Stuttgart. I wonder if he's the guy who emailed me, actually. I just got a general email from the German Bible Society, I believe. But I wonder if it was signed by anyone. Let's scroll down and find out. It is signed by a Marcus Hartman, so not that guy. He did sign it blessings and enjoy the game, though, so that's very kind of him. Since the game's not been maintained for more than 10 years, or for almost 10 years. I think it's probably more than that. But thanks, Mr. Hartman. Anyway, Salzmann, who co-wrote the journal, or co-wrote the booklet, also developed this game and the previous Secrets of Jesus, Secret Acts of Jesus, I should clarify. There is a game called Secrets of Jesus that's available that doesn't seem to be Christian, straightforwardly Christian, a little mocking. Probably won't be playing that one. I know this project isn't for games that mock Christianity or that use ideas of Christianity in a mocking manner. Hopefully this one doesn't. This is sort of an archaeological adventure like Indiana Jones. It is first person. I haven't played enough to see if there's other people. Occasionally you get phone calls, it seems. So there's voice work. But the points of this game, according to Mr. Salzmann, is to provide knowledge of central Bible texts and their theological meaning. The player gets to know the most important stages of the biblical Moses and Exodus story. They rediscover individual stories they already know in the wider context of the whole account and understand the basis for vital content of the Jewish Christian tradition in these stories. They develop a better understanding of difficult biblical passages and motives. Players come to a better understanding of the events and motives of the Exodus Moses story through the background information provided in the game. Demonstrate personal significance of the biblical tradition, how to relate to Moses, basically, and make dealing with biblical texts a positive experience. Because video games are more fun than just reading the Bible. Other information, it uses the contemporary English version, which was put out by the American Bible Society. Conveyance of biblical content and meanings. It just runs down how the game does what it does. I will have to find out. Professor Fogg as an identification figure for the players. We're supposed to relate to Professor Fogg, I suppose. His name is Adigius, so he's already unrelatable. Anyway, there's some methods, descriptions on how to use this material and the game in teaching. Level 1, themes of Moses' birth, childhood, and youth. Possible questions we might come with is, who was Moses? Collecting and reflecting on information about Moses' early life, beginning of the people of Israel, and slavery in Egypt. Warns against possible difficulties within the game of solving specific puzzles. There is a wanted poster and worksheet 1 which we don't have. That is not material that is in the booklet as provided to me. They suggest using a radio interview by having one of your students pretend to be Mr. Fogg after playing, which is great. Do that. Anyway, that's all we need from the booklet. I'm going to attempt to play this whole game. I know I haven't finished a game, actually, in a couple of weeks, but this should be about 7 hours if we play straight through, assuming it doesn't crash later in the game. So it'll get us a few weeks of content, and that'll be fun. Hopefully. It might not be fun. It might crash a lot, or it might be a very bad game. We'll find out. Again, I'm not good at puzzle games, but I'm the only person in the world, apparently, with the walkthrough. So, here we go. Oh, it is built on the A6 engine from 3D Game Studio, which I think came out in 2002. So, the engine's a little out of date.
I have asked you to come here because I need your help. If anyone can find out what's going on, it's you. One of my best friends, Agedius Fogg, has gone missing without trace.
Look at that guy. We can relate to that guy, right?
He's an archaeologist and has made the headlines several times with his finds. About a week ago, he revealed a discovery that attracted a lot of attention.
Definitely looks like someone the German Bible Society thinks kids can relate to.
I'm sure you read about it in the newspapers. Soon afterwards, he disappeared.
So we're looking for the tomb of Moses, which, according to Exodus in the Bible, only God knows where that is. But there are some traditions. There's an older Christian tradition, not an older Christian tradition, by older I mean about 1,000 years old, maybe 1,500, that suggests an area in northern Palestine. And then there is a Muslim tradition, I believe, that places it very close but at a different place. Yeah, that part's not true.
Iron wheels have to be turned to the right position.
But that's what makes it a puzzle game.
That the secret of how to operate the mechanism wasn't lost. They hid diagrams of the wheels in 4 places. For centuries, a secret society has kept watch over these hiding places. An old book put me on the right track. Unfortunately, I'm not the only one who has found out about this.
Oh boy.
My rivals are only interested in the valuable treasures and antiques that they suspect are in the tomb. But this makes them even more ruthless. I fear for my life. They will stop at nothing to reach the tomb before me. So I'm going to set out tonight, and if everything goes well, I will reach the place that the old book revealed to me without being noticed by anyone. If you don't hear from me before the new moon, something will have gone wrong. To be on the safe side, I will leave secret signs and encoded messages for you. Then it will be up to you to follow them. Wish me luck. A.
So the voices in this game are done by Les Wooten, who has a Twitter page, and apparently his pin tweet, or maybe just his latest tweet? Yeah, in fact, just his latest tweet is a UPS commercial from 2019. So that's cool. Who else we got? Bart Thomason. Bart Thomason is the narrator of a National Geographic documentary called Wild Yellowstone, and also Wild Portugal, and both of those are labeled as 2020, and that is the entirety of his IMDb list. But he is from Virginia Beach, according to his LinkedIn, and has been doing voice acting since 1998 for TV and radio commercials, animation, and documentaries. Good for him. He's a member of SAG. Good job. We also have one for Nikki Reed, Nikkireed. That's a name I recognize. Why is that a name I recognize? Who is she? Oh, that can't be the same Nikki Reed. No way. Nikki Reed, the star of 13? That can't be right. Nikki Reed is too young to be the voice of the women in this game. That's got to be a different Nikki Reed. Anyway. I'm really Nikki Reed voice acting. There we go. There's a different Nikki Reed. NikkiJoReed.com is her website. So this person may be too young too. I wonder. Anyway, isn't this wonderful? Watch me Google things. Anyway, I'm not going to play any of her work. So there is more than one Nikki Reed, though. So that's good. Cool. Anyway, I wanted to explore that because when we did the Adventures in Odyssey game, the voice cast was actually really interesting. But going to be less true here. As I said, this is a 3D adventure game. Looks like we'll be trapped by that, I'm sure. I can run, I can jump, but not over things. There's a bus stop, Terminal 26. Apparently this is a bus to a nebula. Newspaper. Insert coin to take away your copy. Cool. There's the puzzle. Find a coin. Exodus. Performances daily at 20 p.m. That seems unlikely. All right. Well, some doors. Got to right click and then left click to try the door, but that door's locked. This door, I'm gonna guess that's locked too. That's a puzzle. Oh, there's a coin. Pick that up. Some sort of hanging swing. Guess I'll ride later. Can't jump over that fence. Oh, I think I can get around the other edge, but let's go by the newspaper while we're here. Can I climb this? Is there? Nope. Maybe I timed it wrong. No. Useless world building. Try to make the place feel more real. Okay. Oh, I just have it. All right. Lex ante prophetus. Apparently, this place sells a biblical archaeology newspaper in a metal box out front, which seems unlikely. On Moses' tracks, For more than 3,000 years, his tomb was regarded as lost. Now, Agidius Fogg believes to have found the final resting place of Moses. It's only been believed lost by particular people. Like I said, for the last at least 1,000 years, there's two groups in northern Israel who believe they know where it is. So we don't know anything yet. Definitely yet. One mistake and the whole thing will collapse. His research has confirmed biblical stories that have sounded unbelievable several times before. I bet he found Noah's Ark. A lot of excitement has been caused by the excavation of Mezabib some weeks ago. The final shows the letters J-E and the Roman numeral 2. That's not the one you're actually showing me, though. This one says 11 of 12 MSJ. But you're describing one that says 2 and JE. Oh, that's weird. But anyway, let's write that down. Just in case it's information I need. I don't have like an in-game notebook. So 2 is JE and 11 is MSJ. Out of probably 12. 12's a lot. I wonder if the fact that MSJ is in the upper quadrant is going to mean anything. Well, I'll have this paper on me so I can look at it again. Recently, scientists from all over the world gathered to debate one question: is the God of the Old Testament also the God of the New Testament, and thus the Christian God? That's weird, because that's a question that's settled within Orthodox Christianity for the last 1,700 years, at least. Anyway, conference has been initiated by ... Probably the devil. All right. Dumpster? I can't get up on it. All right. Anyway, I saw that stuff back here. Actually, there's a telephone. Find out what the telephones do.
So let's think. Where could Agidius have left a message? I think he had a trailer on the factory site, so maybe it's there. In any case, you should try to...
All right, he's just giving me clues. I appreciate clues. Trailer's back here. There's something in the... Circle, circle, circle you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can I grab any of these nice cocos or bottles? No. Close the door. Can I open that? No. There's someone. Oh, there we go. I can open that. Find the Mezabes. Oh, and the key.
It seems that for centuries, some sort of secret society has kept watch over Moses' tomb.
Dear Agidius,
If I interpret
I
these
don't know
notes
whether it is of any interest to you, but it's just occurred to me that throughout the story of
the few
Moses'
members who know the
childhood
tomb's
and youth,
secret were all killed in an
not a
assault
single
by
mention.
desert.
Oh, they both stopped at the same time.
It seems that for centuries,
All right.
some sort of secret society has kept watch over Moses' tomb.
Oh, cool.
If I
Math.
interpret these notes
Mezabes have
correctly,
strange
the
inscriptions.
society's
So,
secret has finally proved its undoing. were all killed in an assault by desert robbers. I have to find out where this society had its basis.
So there's a secret society protecting it, a la The Mummy, a la Indiana Jones.
Dear Aegidius,
Moses' childhood, there's not a single mention of God.
but it's just occurred to me that throughout the story of Moses' childhood and youth, there is not a single mention of God. Obviously, the young Moses had nothing to do with it.
Why is
He seems to
why
have
is the
managed
first
very well without
the first reference to God
people do today. But then the question is,
about how we don't
what
need
did
him?
God do during all this time?
That's a weird choice for the theology of this game. All right, are those meant to be the same person? They don't look like the same person. I wonder what those are. Anyway,
Aegidius has been searching for Moses' tomb for ages. A few weeks ago, some holy stones were found in Egypt. Do you know what they're all about? They're also called Maccabees. In the times before Moses, people used them as symbols of God's presence. In Moses' time, God revealed himself in a completely new way. Fogg was interested in this transformation. He told me that the stones were being sent to him for his research. They would arrive in 2 wooden crates.
oh, there's a bunch of, anyway. 2 wooden crates implies 2 stones. Okay, that's where I found the coin. Cool. There's 1 stone, so I guess there's a second stone. Inside yet? Can't climb those barrels. Locked door. Locked door. Ooh, can I? Nope. Up here. Oh. Looks like I might be able to. Yep, there we go. Oh, more symbols. Okay, so that was 1,000, 1,000, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100. So that's 2,000. Well, if I add them both together again, that'd be 2,818, according to the book we saw. Is there an easy way out of here? No, of course not. Oh, hold on. Why does that look like? Okay, just they made it a different color for no reason. Great game design, guys. Cool. I mean, that's a nice little hidden thing. I'm glad I saw the boxes. Can I get out here? Okay. Well, there are only 2 Mazizis. 4-digit code makes sense, so let's try that. What did I say? Well, that's 2818. Oh, I can't click on them. Do I have to use the number pad? I do. All right. 2818. Hey, look at that. Access open. Cool. I can't take the fire extinguisher. What kind of adventure game is this? I can't pick up literally everything. Cart. I feel like I turned it off. Telephone.
Last week, Aegidius had an appointment for an interview. I think it was with a reporter from the magazine Lex Anti Prophetus. Maybe the interview can tell us what happened to Aegidius.
Another one of these. Number 4, IV. Is that 4? I think that's 4. L. Also, it is at the, let's say, 5 o'clock position. Draw that. How am I stuck? There we go. He's a smoker. That's bad. They smoke. Hey, key. Cool. I've got multiple keys now.
Hi, Agidius. This is Ruben calling. Did you check the map using the software I installed on your PC? As I told you, you simply drag and drop the file containing the copy of the ground plan into the search template. Then the program will automatically start making a comparison.
All right. Well, I don't have the computer password yet. Deuteronomy 34 for some reason. So Moses, the Lord's servant, died there in Moab, just as the Lord had said. The Lord buried him. See, the Lord buried him. There's no one knows. He's 128 years old when he died, yet his eyesight was still good and his body was strong. The people of Israel stayed in the lowlands of Moab, where they mourned and grieved 30 days for Moses, as was their custom. There are bullet holes in this glass. He owns dozens of copies of the same books. Can't get the computer yet. Oh, how about that briefcase? Can I get that briefcase? Why show me things if you're not going to let me pick them up? I don't like it. I like how the tops of the books don't match the sides of the books either. All right, I've got more keys than I know what to do with right now. All right, well, that one unlocked that. No. That one unlocked that. Oh, before I go down there, what do we got? We're inside the stage area. Oh, yeah, that's the door on the other side that I tried. Okay, spacing makes sense now. Oh, hey. Exodus 1, long before the time. Okay, just a playbill. That's how the people of Israel kept increasing and became more and more powerful. So finally the Pharaoh commanded everyone. We're going to get background on Moses' life through these. Act 2. Reuben, we can't keep the boy inside. You're right. If we find the child, we're lost. Miriam goes to hide him. We played that game last week. A couple weeks ago. When did we play that game? I can't remember. Anyway. Pharaoh's daughter, look what I found. A little box. The servant woman says, here, I'll get it. And, too far away. Exodus. Main characters. Moses, Reuben, Ruth, Sephora, Pua, Pharaoh's daughter, servant woman, Moses. That's not an initialism. Mr. Rispison. Maybe that's not a puzzle. Maybe that's just didactic information. Can I open this door? No, I can't. There's a phone.
Something has just occurred to me. If you've been in the office, then you should have found Agidius' laptop.
I did.
I'm sure it holds all the information we need.
Uh-huh.
It shouldn't be too difficult to crack the password.
Yes. Oh, there's another one. 6. Why is that also in the 6 o'clock position, or in the 10 o'clock position? The I guess it was MSJ. All right. Well, no. All right. Anyway. Essay. Big empty room. Cool jacket with nothing I can interact with. Thanks. All right. Oh. Where's that other door out here, I think? Oh, cool. More books. Differently animated books. The other books were photorealistic. These look hand-drawn, almost. Have a different pattern. Still a lot of repeats, but... Ladder.
Dear Agidius, you asked me what I think about Moses as a human being. I have thought very hard about this for quite some time. The young Moses seems to have been split into two. On the one hand, he enjoyed all the advantages at the Pharaoh's court, but on the other, he had to watch his people being brutally oppressed by the Egyptians. Once he even saw an Egyptian beating a Hebrew slave to death. Moses looked around to see if anyone was watching. Then he killed the Egyptian and hid his body in the sand. That must have been a very significant experience for him. At that moment, Moses decided in favor of his people and against the benefits of his luxurious life. Of course, when everything came to light...
Murder. A means for liberation. Why is all the audio maxed out? It's across the entire board. There can't be that many inputs. I mean, it's a nice looking board, though. I don't think you need 4 of them. How many people? Seat about 40 people in here. Oh, nice. Go back down there. Oh, number 3. BE. We got 1. Don't know what 1 is yet. Then JEBEL blank SA blank 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 MSJ. Space back here. Nice wall texture. Oh, door. Cool. Oh.
Fogg was always very inventive when it came to passwords, but I'm pretty sure that you can find the solution somewhere on the site. Oh, wait a second. You did find the encoded password for the office door on these holy stones, the Mazebs, didn't you? Have you discovered any other stones by any chance? It's quite likely that Fogg used a number or a word that's on one of them.
Why can't I unlock this door? Same key has unlocked every door. I don't know what this key is for. I'm actually going to have to use the booklet. Why won't this door open? Right, have I missed anything in here? I read all those papers. Also non-initialism, a slave in Egypt, Moses is born. Oh, these are just the acts of the story. Nice windows. Okay, I was in there. Pallets, barrels. Can't get on the roof. I gotta be able to go through that door. It makes the locked door noise. Okay, that way. Doesn't splash. That's a little disappointing. I just walked straight through that tree. I am invincible. All right. What's this key even for? This is the key I found in here, right? I don't want to give up on this yet. I forgot to even try that key on other doors, actually, now that I think about it. I jump up there? Is there defrag menu? Or that's not the word I want. Oh, there's a UFO. Are there any other holes in the skybox? Oh, there is another one. There we go. Alright. Stop finding holes in the skybox. That door's got to be where we go through. I don't have a key for it. I would like for this not to be the end of the level. I've got at least... But it's got to be like 6 more. Is there a key? All right. We're going in. It's our booklet. All right. Factory ground, you turn right and go around the main building. Enter the trailer, open the cupboard, and take the key. First must be stands in bush behind the pond. Found that. Go back to the garage. At the entrance to the site, use the boxes to climb onto the roof. I did that. And jump over the fence. I did that. Found the second recipe. 2818. Cool. That's the code. Got that. Before you enter the building, pass it on the left. In the yard behind, there's a coin on the ground that you must pick up. Use the coin to buy newspaper. Did that. The newspaper features a representation of Mesobe with one part of the password for the professor's computer. Okay, so the message I'm collecting is the password. That's what I thought. Anyway, cool. Enter the building through the door with the combination lock, which I did. Walk straight into the next room. Turn on the switch for the cart, which I did. Go into the study on the right of the entrance and take the master key. That's the key I've been using to unlock all these doors. Small wardrobe on the wall. In the office, there's a Mesobe with another part of the password for the laptop on the desk. Got that. Open the door to the main building. I'm in here. Props room in the back, which I guess is where the jacket is. That's what makes that the props room, the cool jacket. That wasn't a prop for a Moses show anyway. Unless Moses had a cool leather jacket. I don't know. Maybe I missed that part in Exodus. Props room also has Mesobe with part of the password, which I got. Cross the stage and proceed through the door. Turn right and go up the stairs. Open that door to the gallery where I lift the scenery with the lever. Did that. Stage now shows the picture of another Mesobe. Got that. Behind the scenery, a door is now visible through which you can reach the upper floor. It's locked. The walkthrough doesn't mention anything about unlocking it. Great. All right, so why would you hide a locked door behind? Is there something I'm missing? It's not that sort of game so far. I try to unlock it from further away. No. Every other door unlocks so easy. Oh, it was. Okay. Well, there we go. It was the other key. I had tried the other key, but alas. Garage door, hallway. Cool. Well, I'm glad I didn't have to skip ahead. An annoying staircase.
This book is at least 500 years old. It features a map. The ground plan of a monastery, I guess, but which one? The name is illegible. One thing is certain, though. The book is a strong clue to Moses' tomb. I have to call Reuben.
All right.
Dear Agidius, in your last letter, you told me that you often feel insignificant. As your friend, I have to tell you that in this case, you were wrong. God loves people that feel insignificant. That's why he made so many of them.
Be's a jerk. He must be Beelzebub.
Welcome to the new edition of our Bible Adventure series. Our guest today is the well-known archaeologist Agidius Fogg. Mr. Fogg, your
automatically
archaeological
plays
work
on
at
the
the
radio.
moment is focusing on the figure of Moses. Why is that?
Moses has fascinated me since I was a child. I always wanted to know more about him. I wanted to find out who he was, where he lived, whether he lived at all.
Why should anybody have doubts about that?
That he lived?
Yes.
Well, the story of Moses sounds like an adventure story. Take the legend
Does
about
it?
his rescue. Right after his birth, Moses was abandoned in the Nile by his mother.
Okay.
Just imagine, there was this little reed box with a baby boy in it floating all alone on the Nile. The longest river in the world, full of crocodiles. But because he has been chosen to do great deeds, he is rescued. The Pharaoh's daughter finds him and adopts him. There are similar stories about other famous men. The founders of Rome, Romulus and Remus, for example. Today, we know that rescue legends like these were added to the biographies of great men at a later date.
So what's your job then?
Mainly to separate the provable facts from the stories that were added later.
What exactly does that mean?
If I can find out who Moses really was and what he did, then it will become clear what he can say to us today.
I read in the latest edition of Lex Antiprophetus that you have discovered Moses' tomb. Is that true?
I have discovered some holy stones that do, in my opinion, suggest the existence of a tomb. Yes.
We look forward to your results. We have come to the end of the broadcast for today. Tune in again next time when we talk about whether the Red Sea really parted for the Israelites. This is Carla Blumquist ending today's report.
Thanks, Carla. This reminds me, there's a really great movie about biblical archaeologists by Jared Hess. It's called Don Verdine. Hilarious, and I highly recommend looking into it if you've never seen it. Hey, cool. The cart. Just get in. Come along and ride on this fantastic voyage. This is... oh, weird. That'll let me climb back out. Easy, that's nice. There's a lot of space back here. Alright, oh, come break it? Did I get in its way? What happened? All right, so 5. Musa. Isn't Jebel Musa? That's the name of the Islamic site of Moses' tomb. Jebel Musa, I think. Yeah, the Mountain of Moses. No, that's in Morocco. Jebel Musa. What is the tomb of Moses? I thought that was something like that. Apparently there's one in... It's Mount Nebo. Nabi Musa is the Islamic name for Moses' tomb. Not Jabal Musa. Well, Jabal Musa would have to be the mountain of Moses then, right? If Musa is Arabic for Moses.
Dear Aegidius, yes, Moses' journey starts with the killing of a fellow human being, the Egyptian slave boss. A crime committed in the heat of the moment? Probably he was temporarily overcome by his emotions. But you're right. Moses was not a fine...
Okay, cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I only need 6. Well, that's annoying that the newspaper gave me a number 11. Not even using it. What am I looking at? Oh, it's up there. Cool. Anything else? Just empty. Looks empty. Looks empty. I don't want to... Hopping back over the fence would be nice, but... I gotta climb the entire building back again. So instead I'll struggle to climb these metal stairs. Hope. Yes, it does. In retrospect, it would have been faster to go around. It looks like there's another stone up there. In the tower on the left there. Like something. Oh, it should be the first level, right? Or the first letter. Oh, well, I can probably climb this then. Cool. Yes, I can. Over here. D, number 1. I guess that's what we expected, right? To get the name of the mountain. Cool. Back downstairs to the computer then. That's what it's been telling me, right? That this is the computer password. This has got to be in caps. Why wouldn't it? DJEBELMOUSA. Hey, I found it. Oh, I can't. Searching. Bum, 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 searching. St. Catherine's Monastery. That's in Sinai. I know. I have a friend who's been there. Monastery of St. Catherine's was built in about 550 BC at the place where Moses came across the burning bush. Really fun fact. Fun fact. Interesting fact. So Mount Sinai is built on where the burning bush is supposed to be. The bush itself has been identified as the burning bush even before St. Catherine's was built, as it says. Well, that's wrong. It wasn't built in 550 BC. There were no one's building a Christian monastery in the BC era, but 550 AD, I think, is actually the date on it. But prior to 550 AD, or whenever it was picked up, it was occupied by other people, Jewish groups, who claimed that it was the same place, the location of the burning bush that God used to talk to Moses at the beginning of the Exodus story. So, the monastery rises Mount Moses, Jebel Musa. Well, the internet said that was in Morocco, but I guess that makes more sense here. A hidden chamber within its walls is said to hold a key to Moses' tomb, but the chamber has never been found. Within the mountain's walls or within the monastery's walls? Anyway, okay, so I probably shouldn't talk about this on the internet, but my friend, who will remain nameless because of this story, he has been to St. Catherine's, but he did not come into possession of the certain object I will be talking about while he was at St. Catherine's. Someone else who visited St. Catherine's, who I do not know and have never met, achieved this object. The burning bush is a bramble bush that is native to the area. It does not fruit in the area. It will fruit in other climates. How do I know that? Well, it'll blossom at least in other climates, I believe. How do I know that? Because someone, I'm sure this has happened many times throughout the 1,500 years that the site has been occupied, but someone took a cutting of that plant, and my friend ended up with a cutting of that cutting, perhaps not the original, but in any case, if you grow a plant from a cutting, it is a genetic replica. The exact same plant may as well be. Genetically, there's no difference. I don't put a weight in the spirituality of this, and I don't think that there's a genetic component to the metaphysics that might be involved with a real burning bush. Anyway, the idea that people have believed this to be the burning bush for 1,500 years or more is interesting to me, but that doesn't make it the burning bush. And even if it did, the burning bush isn't something we should, venerate. Venerate's not the right word anyway, but a plant has no reason to be respected, I guess, is what I'm saying. Certainly not with the respect one would show to any other religious artifact, and that's what it is, like a religious artifact. And artifacts, they have their place, but they're not. Don't idol worship them, I guess is what I'm saying. Anyway, my friend was my roommate for a time, and we had that cutting growing on our kitchen sink. So because cuttings are genetic duplicates, the bush that St. Catherine's claims to be the burning bush was in my kitchen. And I don't know, that's something, right? The burning bush being in my kitchen. I told him it was fine to be there as long as it didn't attract pilgrims, and it didn't. Because once you get pilgrims, you really can't get rid of them. At least it's very hard. Anyway, St. Catherine's Monastery, there's a hidden tomb, okay, blah, blah, blah. What was that? Why did something just ding? Did we get mail? Is that what it was? Is there a mailbox that I missed? Oh, there is. Oh, interesting. Good.
Dear Aeneas, no, I don't model myself on Moses. But maybe his decision to put his luxurious life at stake out of solidarity with his people poses a challenge for us.
Well, I mean,
How
that's
do we
good.
pay the price for standing up to injustice?
Yeah.
This is not to say that we have to kill someone. There are plenty of opportunities to stand up for others.
See, this guy seemed bad earlier, but this is good.
Look away when it counts. But maybe there is a third alternative. Somewhere between murder and looking away.
Yeah, do something. That's good. Okay, thanks, B. Oh, okay. I guess I'm done with the level then. Oh, and now I'm at St. Catherine's, the office of the chief archaeologist. Well, okay. That seems like a good place to quit for this week then. We'll continue playing this. Looks like F2 will save my game. So let's do that. Cool. Save game 1. Can I change the name? I cannot. Okay. Well, great. Good design. Game successfully saved. We'll quit there. So cool. Yeah, this is... Hit a problem with that door, but apparently I was just using the wrong key from the wrong angle. So that's great. Yeah. Fun enough. Well, not fun necessarily. Challenging enough. Good mix of puzzle types so far. No, there's really just the one, and it's collecting information. I had to do some math. I don't know. It's not bad, I guess. I will finish playing this. We'll do that. We'll put it that way. What do we got? Oliver Lutheran was the project manager. But that's not the name that the booklet had as the director of the game. Who knows? Anyway, I'm not going to argue with him. Thanks for the credits, guys. Cool. This week we are starting the Tomb of Moses. We played the first level. Next week we'll be at the Monastery of St. Catherine and Sinai, which is exciting. I will have to talk to my friend to find out if this is a realistic depiction of St. Catherine's, but I doubt it is, because why would it be? It doesn't need to be. But cool. Cool. That is the third website name I have seen associated with the Dutch Bible Society. The booklet says it's just dbs.de or db, I think it's, or dbg, because Gesellschaft is society in German. So Deutsche Bibelgesellschaft, dbs.de. Bibel Online, bibleonline.de is a website this gives, but their actual website right now is die-bible, the Bible, German for the Bible, anyway, diebible.de is their actual website now. Thank you to the German Bible Society for getting me the booklet. Turns out I didn't really need to use it, so that's good. But I anticipate that I will in the future as we get into what I assume to be harder levels. Hopefully the difficulty of this game scales, because that first level was more time-consuming than anything, just running back and forth and dealing with trying to figure out how that battery was. But yeah, thanks for watching. I am, as always, Adam Glass. This has been Up, Down, Down, Left, Right, Amen. Next week, we will continue playing the Tomb of Moses. Look forward to it. Thanks for joining. Good night.